Din 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 dan ya din din din.
Hi, I'm Gindi Walker, and in this series I'm going to be teaching some of the Partisan from Marozzo's book Opera Nova, which was published in 1536. So the Partisan is a kind of spear with a slightly longer blade, and so it has a reasonable cutting edge, so you can do some cutting actions with it, although it is still primarily something that you use to thrust. So the Partisan trainer that I've got here is probably a little bit long for what would be ideal, but it's a nice weight and it's what I've got, so we're going to work with it. This material is taught as a series of actions that you can do as a form, so it's called an assault. And you can do that solo or you can do it with a partner, so it's really good material for this particular time. So in this short video now, I'm just going to go through some basic stuff about how to hold it and how to parry and how to attack. And then in the next video, we'll go through the salute and we'll just work our way through the different parts of the assault. So in terms of how to stand, you need to be able to do this left foot forwards and right foot forwards. And when you're left foot forwards, you'll have your right hand down here near the bottom, the heel of the Partisan, and your left hand more towards the middle. And the fact that I can't fully get towards all the way to the middle with my left hand quite comfortably is a clear sign that this is a little bit long. You want to sink down a little bit and just be comfortable and ready to use it. And you can have the point either up or down. And then obviously as well, we need to be comfortable doing this right-handed. So I can put my right foot forwards, same kind of idea, point forwards, my left hand now near the heel of the Partisan, and I can again have the point down or up. So there are basically two main parries that we need to know, and then one attack, the thrust, with a couple of variations in how you deliver it and where you target. So we'll look at the attack first. So in general, when you attack, we can start off with just the extension of the arm, and then we can add the extension of the arm and a little bit of a slide through on the front hand, a little bit like a pull cue. And then we can add a little step with the front foot. And we always recover back. And obviously you can do that on a pass as well, but the most fundamental and basic attack is just with that front foot step. So I'll show you that right-handed now. Extension, slide, step. So now the parries. There's really only two parries, and they're transitions between the two places that you'll hold the Partisan. So if I start with my Partisan point down, it's very easy to parry by bringing it point up. And then if I have it point up, I parry by bringing it point down again. So when I have my point up, anything below the point, I can rotate and beat it out to the side. And then when I have my point down, anything that comes above the Partisan, I can beat it again out to the outside of the Partisan by circling it around and coming up. Now, when I come into that up position, tip up, I need to bring the haft of the Partisan into my natural waist. So it's a little bit higher than you'd expect. Most people come down here. I want to come up in between my ribs and my hips. So from down to here. And it's nice to have this kind of drum sound as it comes into that space. And Marozzo says that you're bringing it to your belt, which in the Renaissance period was worn in that place. The variation where we're going below, I'll just bring my hand up high. So I'll show you those two parries from the front now. So we have down low, up high. So if you were my opponent, you can probably see that the Partisan has fully locked out towards my right side at the bottom and then done the same thing at the top. But I'm not going too far across because I want to keep my point mostly central so that I can make a parry and then attack. So I'll show you a parry and then an attack from the side. So we have parry and then attack. And I can do that to the face, to the arm, to the chest, to the leg, or even to the foot. And then the parry up, and forwards, and back. Generally speaking, When I have my tip up, I'm in a more offensive kind of position, and when I have my tip down, I'm in a more defensive position. So I'm really primed to make a parry, and then from this tip up place, I'm primed to make an attack. And those are the things that you need to know before we move on to the next section, part 1 of the first assault. Thanks for watching.